We left off with you asking of something from women that you're not able to deal with yourself.
The poly.
There's a lot of things that I believe that men and women should acknowledge their differences. We're different. We're not the same. There are situations where the lines might get a little blurred, but for the most part, no matter how strong of a woman you have in a household, you hear a bang downstairs when you both are in bed. She's not gonna get up and go downstairs to check it out. That's your job.
That's not rooted in fact.
It's not rooted in fact,
That's an assumption.
but it is a societal standard. That is a standard.
That's an assumption.
It's an assumption.
Yes.
Unless your girlfriend is Layla Ali, you're the guy that's supposed to like do the protecting. True or not true? Is that a universal thing? I want to ask the room because I want to make sure I'm not alone on this.
I would definitely.
Unless she's in the military and she busts guns.
Jesus, man.
Right.
I love you people. Some things are just part of existing here, right? Mm-hmm. Like eating, drinking water, room and board, right? You would hope like you would have a home, and protecting yourself is also one of those things, right? That's a woman's job, whether a man is there or not. That's a very misogynistic view. Women have to protect themselves against a lot of things. In this example you bring up, in the event that you're not there and there's a not loud noise downstairs, what type of woman would you want in the bed? See how just that fast?
No, because immediately I thought of the Hitman Holla situation.
That's my point.
Right.
That is my point.
But at the same time, I think if it was
And his chick, and she was busting her burner.
Yeah, like
right.
What I don't know what you talking some prehistoric shit. Today, what?
I don't know if it's so prehistoric when more than half the crowd that's celebrating Will Smith for doing what he did was because he protected her.
And that's exactly what I was going to go.
Nothing about all of that.
I do.
I don't know nothing about that part, because where's that opinion coming from? Have we spoken to 20 million people in real life about how they surveyed the Will Smith Oscar incident? No, right? That's coming from the internet.
No, Tiffany Haddish came out and said what she had to say and got all this love.
See what I mean?
We haven't done the survey in the other direction either.
Stop, yo. Don't tell me about what Tiffany Haddish said ever again in your life.
We haven't done the survey in the other direction either, in any direction. But I'll tell you that the debates that I've had on a one-on-one basis with women who are showing love to Will Smith was because he protected his wife. That's the narrative.
That's the internet narrative. That's not real life.
Why is it not real life?
She didn't walk up on
stage.
I spent a lot of time in Texas.
Right.
Houston, Dallas. Let me be the one to tell you, most of the girls out there got guns.
Yeah.
I've spent a lot of time in Atlanta. Actually, any of the open carry states, the women that I know that work nightlife, the way that you're,
okay.
They got burned.
They carry weapons.
They got burned.
Mm-hmm. They carry weapons, right.
They arm themselves because today there's too much money going around and too much poverty going around, so they're getting robbed as well.
Right.
They have to protect themselves.
But that doesn't suggest that if they're riding with their man, that they want to be the one to pull the strap.
Listen, I heard a bartender 2 months ago scream or bark on her baby daddy online. It's just public because he ran when niggas started shooting.
Uh-huh. Right.
To me, that sounds like the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. What should he have done?
You just kind of proved my point.
Yeah.
Is that what?
You literally just proved my point.
Oh, I think I proved mine too, so tell me what.
Well, anecdotally, first of all, you're describing a certain section of women. Your whole narrative, your whole example just now was loaded with bartenders, dancers, etc. Women
So
who
you missed
handle
the
a lot
very
of money.
first thing I said, which was an open carry state.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't say
you're
nothing
in your
about bar.
open- in
I
your
didn't say nothing
open
about
carry state.
bartender. I didn't introduce.
In your open carry
See, hey, wait, time out. I just want to point out that you did that shit that you protect against, which was take a profession and just insert judgment and opinion. When the first thing I said.
What did I judge
When we was talking
anybody?
about the
Off
Source magazine.
camera, when you
off
said I don't
camera.
tell niggas my age or what I do for a living.
First of all, I don't sound like
It makes
that.
people judge me and it makes them look at me a certain way and I don't like that.
Where did I
And
judge
I said
anybody?
to you, yo,
Where did
you're
I judge
projecting
anybody?
and you're jaded.
Where did
and
I
now
judge
I'm
anybody?
listening to
Where did
you,
I judge?
and
No, you got to show me where I judged anybody. Who did I judge? Where did I judge somebody? I'm all ears. I'm dead ass. Who did I judge?
The first thing I said was women have to protect against a lot in open carry states. And the first thing you went to was professions. I just pointed out the distinction.
I pointed out the fact that when you were mentioning these women, I know bartenders.
just
And, your words, not
bartenders
mine.
and
Your words,
strippers
not
and
mine. I
nightlife
never
running.
said it was.
So I don't want you to say that very misogynistic sounding shit. It's
So-
not just
so-
them
so-
that have to
it's-
protect
I-
So are we
I never-
ignoring the part
Black
about
women are dying at hospitals. I feel like I've said this here before.
Yeah, but
Deja
they're not pulling guns on the doctors. Those aren't the women we're discussing right now.
Right.
We're discussing the women who need protection
How
from
do you
dudes who
know
are
that they're
robbing them.
not pulling guns on doctors? That is an assumption.
If they're on the table dying, where is the gun coming from, Joe? I'm talking about the women who are getting robbed because they're carrying a lot of money. Some of the women that you
I was
mentioned.
talking about nurses and the women that work at hospitals or anywhere else with families that have to leave there in areas where stray bullets are killing them, or stick-up kids are outside, or they have to take a walk to the train where mental health plays a part now and they're getting feces shoved in their face. I don't know what you're talking about.
Completely
I
different.
don't
subject.
know what you're talking about. I'm
I
talking
told you
about
what
the
I was
same
talking
thing.
about.
So those-
Women have to protect against mad shit, whether a man is present
And
or
I-
not.
and I agree.
would think that they would want a man that would go downstairs first.
Right.
But if you're not there, you would want a woman that knows how to protect herself. In
Right.
that
So what
instant.
was your
But
opinion
in
on the
the
woman who
instant-
clowned the dude who ran away from?
the shots?
And shots, yeah.
Oh, that was silly to me. That was silly.
That was very silly of you, Joe.
That was silly.
Couldn't believe you did that.
That was silly to me.
Incredibly silly. Anyway, but in amongst this room, let me get your opinions on the situation. Somebody run up on you and your girlfriend. Are you stepping out or are you stepping back?
No, you gotta step out.
Stepping out.
Stepping out.
Of course he's stepping out.
Why do you say you have to?
Because a man is a protector, provider. When he's there, when he's present.
When he's present.
For sure.
Okay. Now the point that I was getting to earlier, that we should acknowledge the differences now. Like, let's be real. Dave Chappelle, he said this: if a man was to decide to change his gender and go into the WNBA, LeBron, he said if LeBron was to change his gender, go into he would score like 1,000 points a night. Why?
Physicality.
Physicality. That
He's
is the difference
stronger.
between men and women.
How does that correlate to your original point?
That we should acknowledge the differences.
I think we acknowledge
And
the
celebrate
differences, but-
And that's why we go downstairs first.
Why should you fuck more partners than your partner? Because
Because
we're
I
different?
mean, realistically,
wanted to see where it
hold
was
on. Realistically, this monogamy thing is only a couple hundred years old. It's been the other way for thousands of years.
I won't argue. I'm with you. I'm with you there.
Right.
But that's not true. But go ahead.
That's it. Is true.
I'm only.
Bigger, we not arguing. We not arguing this
All
point.
right.
We not arguing. Yeah.
Go on the record.
But I'm only not with you because you talking about one-way monogamy. Like you switching the rules and the definitions of this stuff.
Well, I'm
Because
not.
they came
I'm not
up with some
switching the
words.
definitions. I'm acknowledging
If
the
you get
differences.
to have multiple partners,
Right.
then cool. But it just looks the way when you're not able to deal with the same thing that you ask for.
I don't mind the looking away if that's what it is.
Maybe, I mean, if she wants to deal with it though.
If I want coconut milk mixed with almond milk in my coffee, it's what I want. I'm not telling everyone, this is what you all should want. Put the almond milk with the coconut milk in the coffee. Everybody should live like that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying my personal preference,
No, I want us to
this is
stand
what
back
I
and
want.
forth. So what do you offer to incentivize women to be faithful to you in this situation?
My own loyalty. My loyalty A lot more.
Yo, listen, it works for
depends.
him, though. I mean, if it works for him, Joe.
Yo.
Joe, if it works for him.
If I was a woman with the loyalty be enough.
I'm just
You know why I
listening,
fuck with
Joe.
you? Cause you hear the shit that this nigga saying, yo.
And what's the issue?
All I did was
Wait,
shake
what-
my
what's
head.
blaming me?
But if she wants to Joe, if she wants to deal with it, listen, if this is his
Like
rules,
realistically,
like,
man.
this
What's
is
the
his
loyalty?
rules.
Yo, realistically, niggas is slime, bro. Like this mad slime niggas out here that's talking about I love you, baby, and then you got like a bunch of side chicks on the side. You cheating, your relationships
they
is
love their
falling
side
apart.
chicks too, though,
Yeah,
man.
everybody's like, oh, no, like another one bites the dust. Like, yo, just be realistic with yourself. Like, yo, I don't want to live like that. I've done this a couple of times, and you know what? It doesn't work for me.
Therapy has changed me, but you being halfway realistic when you say that. I'm down, let's be realistic. Yo, I've done this a few times, this monogamy shit ain't for me, right? I'm asking, why do you think that it's only men that can say that? Like, women can say that too.
I'm not
You
saying.
say,
I'm
nah,
not
fucking
saying.
with that.
Joe, you
Hold
put
on,
words in my
wait,
mouth.
hold
You
on.
put words in my mouth. I did not say that. I did not say women can't feel like that.
Well,
that was
That's
never
yours.
said.
Yours.
That was
Yeah.
never said.
No, he said
I
his
just
can't
said,
feel that
me
way.
personally, I would prefer like, you know what I mean? If I'm in a relationship and my girlfriend gets pregnant, she needs to know that I need to know that it's mine. You dig what I'm saying?
Why?
Like if she's going around and that's just not
That's his
that's not
preference,
gonna
though.
work for me. That's my
If he got
preference.
chicks that's
That's my preference.
If he got chicks that's gonna let him have multiple, and they're cool with that, maybe they got the philosophy. It's not a lot of dudes out here. They only like him. You know what I'm saying?
What's the ratio?
But we not
21 to
but
1.
I'm not-
21 to 1.
And that's a real number.
21
I'm on a relationship show, so
to 1.
that's a real number,
21 to
Joe.
what?
21 to 1.
Women
21
to
women
men in the
to
world.
men in the world. 21.
It was
21.
the update.
That's still a lot.
Either
That's
way,
updated
That's
either way,
still a
there's
lot.
more women than men. So
Yes.
unless you're
Technically.
down to sentence all these women,
They
you
say
die
that there's
lonely,
less men.
you die lonely, you die lonely, you die lonely. At least I'm offering an option where, hey, all of you don't
can
have
have
to die
21.
lonely.
So you
You
can
don't
have
have to
21.
die lonely. We
So
can
you
all
off-
be together.
So your incentive for them is you're
One in a million.
and you won't die lonely.
Well, I don't want to suggest something that might seem misogynistic, like I'll take care of you or I'll be the breadwinner. I don't want to suggest that.
So
do
you
I,
don't suggest
Joe?
it. I'll introduce it
Okay,
because that's
you
what I've heard
introduce it.
most women say.
Cool.
You want to have multiple partners?
Pay for 'em.
They'll say, pay for it.
Yeah.
Can you afford the lifestyle that both of us come with?
Right.
And that's typically where the man starts to falter off.
It depends.
Absolutely.
That's a fact.
Depends on who
I
the
would
man
like to
is.
say this. We all was children and knew men that lived the same exact status that we're talking about. Who was successful of those men that you know?
I didn't know nobody living
Oh,
like
you
this
just
when
said-
I was a kid.
But
Hold on. You know what?
No.
Wait.
Wait.
But there's
I know
nobody
niggas
you
that have
know.
multiple
Like,
bras.
what's the point?
I know.
I know
So
dudes
when
that
I
have
was
multiple
growing up,
bras
I knew
and
many
two
men
lives.
We're not
that
talking
would
about
not
famous
commit
people, right?
to-
We're not talking about famous
I'm
people,
talking
right?
about my family members, men that I knew in my personal life that had the same opinion that some of the men in this room have. That have multiple women and play it off into however. I know those men right now. They are 60-some years old. And you know what they tell me? They're
What?
lonely. They wish they had one woman.
Well, not all of them.
All of them.
Not all of them. I from an early age, I started studying a lot of religions. I got into Judaism, and there were a lot of people in that lifestyle who lived like that and are still living like that.
Are they successful?
Yes.
Successful in what way?
In a way that they're happy and their families are
happiness.
happy.
It's all subjective. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody.
They're
different.
also
Yeah.
quiet.
Exactly.
Bigger,
They're
it's
also
not the
quiet.
recipe for failure if it's been around for thousands of years. That don't make any sense.
Yeah, why not? If
In here, in this society where we sing songs
we are
about
living
I
in a
only want
society
you,
that
baby,
is
and this
damned.
bigger. If you was born in Iraq, you wouldn't be talking this shit, bro.
That's not the
You
truth.
wouldn't, my
That's
nigga.
not the
We
truth.
are all
You
subjected
have
to
to
what society that we grow up
Environment.
in.
You're subjected
In
to your
Iraq.
environment.
You would
Bruh.
have to check the facts in Iraq.
Bruh.
Is a wife or a woman allowed to be with multiple men in Iraq? Joe, do you know the facts on that?
No.
All right.
I don't think they are.
I do know the facts.
And there are women
on
I
that.
doubt they are. You're right. They can't have more.
Absolutely not. Are you a gay?
Alright, cool. That's
in
them.
Iraq,
Don't got nothing to do with me.
In Iraq, they even sold the vagina of unmarried women.
Sewing.
Yes.
This is where we at right now.
Yes.
This is where we at.
I'm not saying that's correct.
Sewing. Why are we sewing?
Get it right. I'm not saying
Why are we
that's
sewing?
correct.
But why are we
I'm
sewing?
just giving you a fact.
All right. Yo, we understand. You're married. Your wife is gonna see this and she's gonna ask you. Yo, why was you sitting there listening to them talking this crazy stuff
Here's my
and you
question.
didn't say nothing?
I got a question for you. So what salary?
Yeah.
So what annual salary as a man introduces you into this realm of play,
Say it again.
where you can afford 2 women?
What annual salary of a man?
Starting salary.
Come on, Joe. That depends on
That's
what type
very
of
much-
chicks that you trying to
again,
get. That's
again,
subjective, Joe.
that's-
I'm
that's
surprised at you,
misogynistic.
Joe, for asking that.
That's
I'm surprised at you
misogynistic,
for
Joe.
asking a subjective question like that. It all depends on where the girls come from.
Women and
what
what
they
they
are.
There are many
What
women
you
out
talking
here.
about, Joe?
Hold on.
Hold on.
Let's
So
see
let's
it.
play it out.
Let's play it out.
You're right. It's subjective.
Okay.
I make $100,000. I can still find 2 chicks.
That fit your $100,000, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you
You
want to?
think? You want those 2 chicks around
I knew it. I
for
told
good,
you.
for life. The 2 chicks that say, all right, you make 150, that should take care of both of us. Those are 2 that you just good with chilling. Those 2. You might want a third and have that bust it down some more. Yes, you could do it.
But here's the theory.
But would you do it?
But here's
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work, you heard. Making fiends leave earth, you heard. Got your baby mama thirst, you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf, you heard.